Hello, everyone. Welcome to the meeting. We are going to start the meeting right away because of time. So I want to welcome everyone to this meeting about the fourth revolution. Welcome to the world of blockchain. My name is Franklin, and I will take you through the meeting or the presentation for today. We are going to discuss much of the digital assets, or in the world of blockchain, we call digital currencies and other digital assets. For this case, because of time, I want us to go right away to the same. I want to proceed directly and share with you what I have for you today. So, welcome to the fourth revolution, the fourth revolution of the finances. We call blockchain revolution. We are going to discuss much on the same. When I talk of the fourth revolution, it means we already had other revolutions before. And this one now means in the fourth revolution, since there were other revolutions, I want us to discuss about the same. What were the previous three revolutions? So for this case, I want us to just have a recap of the same. The fourth revolution, before the fourth revolution, what are the first 1, 2, and 3 revolutions? So let's start there. Here we are in the world of revolutions and the businesses. In the past, we used to have what you call the barter trade system of business. The barter trade system of business was majorly done based on the mutual understanding. Barter trade system is where the scenario where there was no measure of value then. When you are selling something, somebody is selling the other thing, you just do the exchange. For example, here, you are selling a piece of land and someone else has some cows. You do the exchange, and that is what you used to call the barter trade system or the mutual understanding way of business. No measure of value like money. But another revolution came, which succeeded this one. We call it Industrial Revolution. In the Industrial Revolution, the paper money, the medium of exchange was introduced. And this is where we have been for a long time, for a period of time, where when you want to sell something today, you don't need to exchange with someone unless if it is about understanding, but majorly you can measure the value of it using the currency or the money. Now today, because of the internet, we also can convert our money into our phones, the mobile money. We call that the internet revolution, which brought about the issue of mobile money. The mobile money, the money, how we convert our money from cash to our mobile phones, we call electronic currency. That is the third one. So when we talk of the previous three revolutions, these are the one. The barter trade system of mutual understanding, the Industrial Revolution, which brought the paper money, we call it fiat currency, and the internet, which brought the electronic currency. Now today, we are going to discuss on the fourth one, which we call it blockchain revolution. In the blockchain revolution, we discuss about the advance of the internet, which has brought, instead of having our money in electronic form, we have our money in digital or crypto form. This digital form, to be given the word crypto, it is encrypted. It has more security compared to the previous way of storing the money. So I want us to discuss about the blockchain revolution as the fourth industrial revolution in details. So digital currency in the world of blockchain is a very good thing to get involved in it. Why? Because the money in blockchain is not just money. They are assets where big companies are investing in. I saw something the other day about Tesla having sold some of the digital shares they have, but they are still doing so well. So with this issue of cryptocurrency and digital money, what do we have for you? Now, one thing here, once you are doing the exchange of money, let's say you have cash money and you want to put in your phone into electronic currency. We call it, once you get into M-Pesa or Airtel Money, for example, we call it electronic currency. If you want to take all the way to blockchain, we are going to call it cryptocurrency. These three states of money is relatively the same, but there are some differences. Fiat currency is the physical money. Once you put into your phone, it becomes electronic money, but the same amount is the same. If you have 1,000 have 1,000 currency and you put into your phone 1,000 currency in mobile phone, they are still the same amount. And the same case when you put to the cryptocurrency, they are still the same. The only difference is that since the one in blockchain and cryptocurrency are not just currency, they are also assets, they will keep growing in value. So like now, how can you do the changes? Once you have money in cash and you want to put in your phone, you always have the relevant authorities called agents. For example, M-Pesa agents, MTN agents, Airtel Money agents, they do help you in the conversion of money from your cash to your phone. The same case, if you have your money in your phone and you want to put in blockchain, well, let's say you have money in cash, you want to put in blockchain. We always have people called crypto agents who always help you in the exchange of your money from one state to the other state. Then again, in case you want to convert your money from the cryptocurrency state to back to the mobile money or M-Pesa or cash, whichever, you also get crypto agents to help you in that one. And lastly, if you want to convert your money from the mobile phone to your cash, you always get the relevant agents like Airtel Money or M-Pesa agent. That is the state of money exchange. If you want to move from one state to the other, the good thing with all of them is that you can do as quick as you want, especially in the blockchain. If you have money there and you want to get it cash, it is faster, much faster. Now, let's proceed. In the case now about this issue of blockchain, many people always ask, is it something genuine? Is it something that can be recommended to be done? And for this case, I want us to spend some minutes and listen to different personalities here about the view and the world of blockchain. As I talk of the big companies like Tesla company, for Elon Musk, we have the Amazon, Microsoft, JP Morgan, Google, Apple, all of these companies. Like for Kenya, we have the Safaricom, who are trying to take M-Pesa outside Kenya. We have also led by the government of Kenya, that is the president himself. And through the Ministry of ICT, what is their take and what is their move on the issue of blockchain? So I want us to spend some minutes here to discuss about the same. Let's discuss about the same here. Let's listen to what the president says about the world of blockchain. Let's just go directly to YouTube. What the president says
has been on everyone's lips, and now President Uhuru Kenyatta has thrown his weight behind blockchain. The debate around blockchain technology has gained currency in Kenya over the last few months, riding on the global craze around virtual currency bitcoins. To adopt or not, the technology has been on everyone's lips, and now President Uhuru Kenyatta has thrown his weight behind blockchain technology, saying Kenya cannot be left behind.
Indeed, to this end, the Ministry of ICT, led by Joe Mucheru, will set up a task force on blockchain and Internet of Things technology, because as a country, we cannot let these opportunities pass us by.
The task force, which
that
will be unveiled
at the end of the Republic of Kenya, talking about as a country, Kenya, they cannot let these opportunities of blockchain pass them by. And for that case, they are setting the task force on education awareness of blockchain. And he talked about the Cabinet Secretary of ICT. And also we have one of the great trainers and one of the great people in the world of blockchain and digital assets called Bitange Ndemo. I want also us to discuss about him. He's one of the greatest trainers and also the leader of the task force on the education and awareness of blockchain in Kenya. So I want us to listen to the same person. In case you not understand many things today, I want you to listen to this person. Go to YouTube and learn more.
A number of years, most of us have seen waves in technology.
Yes.
So let's say the first one was, I'm going to use somebody called Everett Rogers' theory of diffusion of technology. How technology comes, how we adopt, and how it declines.
Yes.
At the decline level is where you begin to talk about burst. But you are going to see seesaw, the prices going up and down, but that doesn't mean there is a burst. So from the beginning, you have something like this. The first of the wave we had was internet.
Yes.
Internet came. We were doubtful. we couldn't adopt to it. And the time we were doubting, others were making money. Usually when something new comes, you have techies working on it. And then you have what you call the early adopters. Huh? Yeah? And then in the end, you have majority, and then you have laggards here. Yeah? When you come in as a laggard,
Yes.
is that you have no option, and there is no advantage you take on this side. So when this one was going up, we got the mobile. The mobile technology came,
Yes.
you know, and the mobile actually relied mostly on the internet. It came. We have gone through early. We have gone through here. We are somewhere here on the mobile technology. Actually, it's almost beginning, to use your word, to burst. Because you see,
Which Ali doesn't want to hear.
you see technologies like WhatsApp, which may replace voice, the current way we understand it. So something new must come up. So now, the other technology that is just coming is blockchain. We have no choice but to use this technology. We've been talking about corruption, we've been talking about whatever. This is where blockchain would help us, and we have just gone past techies. We have gone to early adopters. That's how you get Kodak. Early adopters, the government of Dubai. Early adopters, the Chicago Board of Exchange. Early adopters,
Belarus.
like the accounting firms, Belarus. So we are now beginning to get early adopters. And what happens with early adopters, they actually get premium, because while others are doubting, they are actually getting premium returns on their investments. So for us to remain and wait to come in as laggards, we have destroyed the whole country. And it can't help us to do that, because this is actually, again, talking about.
That is it. It's talking about, we have the categories of people. We have the people coming as early adopters. We have the people coming as laggard, and majority of the people. And once you come in as a laggard, you don't take advantage of these things. But once you also come in as early adopter, while others are doubting and doing their own research and doubting everything, the early adopters are already making returns out of their investment. Now, lastly, I want us to discuss and listen from this great person, the Cabinet Secretary of ICT in Kenya. That is CS Mushero. He's one of the leaders of the task force, as the president said, through the Ministry of ICT. He's one of the early investors in the world of blockchain. And he says out of his investment, he has done some different projects from the same. Let's listen to him.
Give you an idea. Did you know my stake, how much it was? It wasn't public, but so Bitcoin moved from, when I was investing, Bitcoin was at about $200. When I was
started buying these cryptocurrencies, one of them called Bitcoin. We have so many cryptocurrencies. We have over 1,000 of them. The main cryptocurrency is called Bitcoin. We have the rest. And when he was buying Bitcoin, then each Bitcoin was being sold at $200. For those in Kenya, that's about 20,000 shillings. Now listen, today, by the way, today, the price of a Bitcoin today is about $60,000, approximately, almost there, about $60,000. So when you check, he bought at $200, which is almost 20,000 shillings. And today's market price is about over $60,000. That's over 6 million. For him, he sold some of them at some point. But let's see how he sold. He sold some of them after some period. After buying with $200, after some period, he decided to exchange some of them. Let's listen.
Investing in December, it was at about 12,790.
When he started reselling some of them, he resold them at 12,790. That's about 1.27 million Kenyan money and he bought with 20,000 shillings. So you can check that profit. You buy something today at 20,000 shillings. After some period of time, you sell it at 1 million shillings. That is the profit you make in the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency. So when we discuss about this issue, then how do you do that? That is the big question. How do you do that? So I want us to spend the remaining minutes and discuss how do people gain in this world of blockchain. And again, since there is also another chance of losing, how do people lose? So let's proceed. I want us to discuss on those two aspects. How do people lose and how do others also gain? So number one, there are people who are losing money in the world of blockchain because they are buying what you call tokens. Tokens are prototype of cryptocurrency. They are not prototype, they are not cryptocurrency itself, they are prototypes. So when you get into the world of blockchain and you are not aware, mostly you might not differentiate between a token and a cryptocurrency. A token is not yet in blockchain, so you cannot exchange to any other coin. But a cryptocurrency is already approved to be an asset in blockchain. So you need somebody who already have an idea and knowledge about it so they can guide you. Many people lose money in the world of blockchain by buying these tokens. On the other part, another way of losing money is doing what we call mining. Mining of cryptocurrency is another thing. We don't mine in Africa because the cost of mining is expensive than buying. Again, the power consumption of mining is so strong that it cannot be done in Africa. Lastly, as among the top 3 ways is another one called return on investment. Return on investment is most of the investment which are so rampant today. There are so many. Every week, there's a new one coming up. These are the companies which come and say they are helping you to invest with them, that when you put, let's say, $1,000, your money will double, or your money will be 3 times the investment after a period of 2 months or 3 months. They say once you invest with them, maybe you are going to earn 1% daily or 2% or 3% daily. Now, all this investment, yes, they are there. Out of every 100 companies, 99 are fake. They are always coming to the market for 6 months, 1 year, even 1 year and a half. For them, it's just to pull the investors. It's going to reach a point where you cannot withdraw your money there. This is from experience of many people. You put your money there, you think maybe it's going to stay there forever, but after a short period of time, you cannot withdraw your money in it, and they close the website. There are so many. Return on investment. As another way of making money now, where there's no risk, number one is when you choose to do what you call the trading. Trading is buying and selling of cryptocurrencies. When you are buying and selling, you require some skills. And again, we also train you on that one. We also have some training. So now you can do some signals trading. So for that case, if you don't know how to trade, we have another option. It's another way of earning is what you call, another way of earning is what you call, Another way of earning is using what you call buying and holding. Buying and holding. Buying and holding is like now, instead of buying and selling, you buy and you wait for the price to go high so you can sell. That's what C.S. Musheru was saying, that he bought Bitcoin at $200, 20,000 Kenyan money, and he held for a period of time and sold it at over 1 million shillings. That's how you can make the profit on buying and holding. So you can buy, and instead of selling, you keep it, you hold it, or you store for a period of time. Then you can sell it. Lastly, as among the ways, so now you can take advantage without losing or something reliable, is using a technology called smart contract. Smart contract technology is something which has been enhanced in blockchain. It is actually part of blockchain. It is not a company. It is not a system run by anyone. It's like a robot that has been set to execute its program, even for the next 100 years. In the smart contract technology, it always gives you 2 options of how you can earn many and many. 1, as a networker. 2, as an investor. When I say networker, it means an agent. Somebody who is also going to also tell other people about the same smart contract. So in process of introducing other people, they earn commission. But for the investors, they just put the money at work and their money would be yielding. Now, how do you use smart contract in this case? Smart contract is decentralized system. Decentralized means it has no owner, it has no CEO, it has no staff running it, no management decision. It is running on its own. Nobody control your money. For that case, you stand a zero chance of losing your money, and the transaction is instant. Since the money doesn't go to the company because it's not the company, as the money goes through the blockchain smart contract, it reflects directly in your wallet account. Wallet is your storage of your cryptocurrency. Now you can earn as many cryptocurrencies as possible using smart contract, and it is very transparent. Now, how is this smart contract operating? As I said, it's like a program or a robot that has been set to execute or to self-execute itself for the next even 100 years, and nobody can stop it. So for this case, the project we are working on, smart contract, is using a FOSAC smart contract, which is the first ever decentralized smart contract. It has been built on two interfaces, the Tron interface and the Ethereum interface. We are using the Tron interface because it is cheap and it has no transaction fee. But once you earn any cryptocurrency, you can exchange to any other cryptocurrency. So how does this smart contract operate? In smart contract, it operates like most of the businesses we know outside there. For this case, the mobile money services. Let's say this is mobile money companies like Airtel, or let's say Safaricom. In Safaricom, there are two ways on how you can be a business with them. One, you can become an agent, that is an M-Pesa agent, or you can become a super agent or administrator. This is like an investor in Safaricom. Those early people who got into becoming agents in Safaricom, they were given super agencies. Now for them, they don't rely on getting customers. For them, they rely on the ecosystem, how active the ecosystem is. When you check on this one now, in these mobile money services, for example, if you choose to become an agent is somebody who is going to be networking. That is getting other people on board or getting other people to buy or to subscribe to the services that is being distributed or that is being shared. So for example, like now in mobile money, if you choose to become an agent, for example, M-Pesa agent or Airtel Money agent, any moment you get a customer, you earn commission, because the role of an agent is always to get a customer to a service or a product. Meaning, if you choose to become an agent in any mobile money and you close your business, that is, you don't serve any customer, you cannot make any profit. Why? Because the role of an agent is to get customers. At the same time now, as the same agent is getting a customer and they earn commission, some commission go to the super agent. Why? Because super agent or administrator is an investor. For them, they don't rely on their effort only. They also rely on the effort of the ecosystem, that is the agents within the ecosystem. Meaning, any transaction done by all the M-Pesa agents within the ecosystem, some commission goes to the super agent or administrator. For this case again, it means out of the commission which go to this administrator, some commission also go to the company, since it is a centralized business. Now, this same system I was explaining is the same system that has been used in smart contract to execute the same way in cryptocurrency. We are in it, we have the agents or networkers, and then the super agents or the investors, where the investors don't rely on themselves. They can even earn without networking or introducing anyone. But for the agents, they purely rely on the introducing other people, because that is the role of an agent. So in the smart contract now, the people, we call them agents. Here, we call them X3 members, this one. Those are the networkers or the agents. The people who have to get customers for them to earn commission. They have to introduce someone into smart contract for them to earn commission, but in cryptocurrency. Now, the good thing about the agents in this smart contract is that they earn 100% of any transactions they do, or any customer they get, they earn 100% of that customer. For the other part, the investor is divided into two. We have what you call the Foresign X4 for the investor and Foresign X Gold. I will explain the two ahead. So in Foresight now, that is in this smart contract, we have the two. We have one side of the networkers or the agents who are always introducing other people, and the part of the investors who put their money at work. The Foresight X4 and the Foresight X Gold. Whichever you choose to get started with, if you decide to become an agent, how do you earn when you introduce any customer, or when you get anyone who is interested? How much commission can you earn? And if you choose to become an investor, how can you earn and how much can you earn? So let's proceed. If you choose to become an agent, which we call Foresight X3, you are going to be given 15 earning slots. 15 earning slots. These 15 earning slots, in Amanisha, you activate these slots. You activate them to allow you to be earning, but any moment you do the referral, because on X3, it is purely based on the referrals or the introducing a customer. So in the X3, you are given 15 earning slots. In X4, you are given also 15 earning slots. Now, this one also, the amount to activate each slot in any program depends on the price market. For example, since we are using the Tron ecosystem meaning we are using a cryptocurrency called Tron. To activate slot number 1, you require 100 Trons. 100 Trons at the current market price, you can just check on the Tron price, and at that point you can check on the exact amount there. So approximately to activate slot number 1, you require about $15 at the current. If you check on the market, maybe you can check on the market now if there's changes, but it's about $15 to activate slot number 1. When you check on slot number 2, it is 2 times the previous slot. So every next slot is 2 times the previous one. So slot number 1 requires 100 Trons, slot number 2, 200 Trons, slot number 3, 400 Trons, slot number 4, 800 Trons, all the way up to the slot number 15. To know the exact amount in money form or in any currency of any country, check online, or the person introduced his own question. Like each Tron in the market price is how much? Let's say the market price of a Tron is $1. It means you say slot 1 is going to be 100 Trons times $1 each. But now for this case, it is in the market price. So once you choose to go to X3 as an agent, how much can you earn? In the same case, how do you earn? Let's discuss about the X3 for the agents. Okay, for the agents now, since you are based on introducing or referrals, if you activate any slot, for example, this is a slot of $100, for example. In X3, it is purely based on the referrals. So if you refer one customer, to also activate that slot, you bring them also to become agents. To activate the same slot of $100, you are going to earn everything. All $100 comes to you. It means if you bring a customer with 10,000 shillings, to activate that slot of 10,000, all money comes to you. 10,000 yote inakuja kwako. So any amount you activate a slot and you bring a customer on the X3, you earn everything they are coming in with. So if you bring another customer number 2, they also come in with $10 for that slot. You earn again not $10 but $100. You earn also $100 everything, meaning you earn 100%. So meaning again, if you activate this slot, for example, with 10,000 shillings, you bring customer 1, you earn 10,000 shillings. You bring customer 2, you earn 10,000 shillings. But now in X3, every moment you earn 2 times. The third one is going to always tell you that your slot is full and that you need to reopen the slot. Meaning in X3, the moment you want the first one and you want the second one 100%, the third one is going to tell you that your slot is full and you need to reopen it, or you need to empty what you have earned so you keep earning again. We call a reopen. So you will not earn the third one. The third one is going to go to the ecosystem, and this one is going to be called a reopen. Every third sale is not going to go to you. It is going to go to the ecosystem, either the person who invited you or the person who invited them. Now, for this case then, let's say also another slot here you activate with 100,000 shillings, $1,000. If you bring one person to also introduce them into that slot with $1,000, that's 100K, you earn everything. All 100K comes to you. You bring another person, you earn also 100%. Whole 100K comes to you. When you bring the third person, it becomes a reopen for you. That is it. So in X3, you earn every first 2 sales. The third one helps you to reopen the slot. You repeat again every first 2 sales, you earn 100%. The third one reopens the slot again and again and again and again. No end. Let's discuss about the X4. The X4 now is about the investors. X4, you don't necessarily need to do the referrals, but if you do, it is more advantageous to you. Why? Because it is going to help you to grow faster. So for example, like now in a slot in X Gold, in X4, sorry, if for example you activate a slot of let's say 10,000 shillings here, that is $100. The moment you receive this one now you are earning from the ecosystem. You are relying from the agents, just like the super agent or administrator were doing. Any transaction done by agents are distributed to investors, and you have an option of networking or not networking in X4. You can still earn without networking, though slower compared to somebody who is networking. So if, for example, you activate this slot with 10,000 shillings or $100, the moment you receive this one and this one, it goes into the ecosystem. That one we call the overflows. But once you receive, yes, in X4, it has 6 entries. The first 2 entries, this one and this one, goes to the ecosystem. The remaining 4 out of the 6, this one goes 100% to your. This one goes 100% to your account, 100% to your account, 100% to your account. This one is going to help you to reopen the slot. So it repeats again the process. We call a re-entry or a reopen again. Let's say again you proceed and open another slot in the X Gold, in the X4. For example, you open a slot of 100,000 here. Then you open a slot of 100,000 this way. This is what's going to happen. The moment you receive the first 2 entries, this one, it goes into the ecosystem. The moment you receive this one, you earn all 100,000 comes to you, 100,000 comes to you, 100,000 comes to you. This one helps you to reopen the slot. Meaning you activate this slot once, but in every circle, it pays you 3 times. So if this one is 100,000, it will pay you 300,000. When this one comes in, it helps you to reopen the slot and it restarts again. Now, the last one is what you call the X Gold, which is advanced or advanced X4. X Gold is more powerful for the investors. And for this case, then in the X Gold, once you come in the X Gold, you activate in the X Gold, you have 15 slots. This 15 earning slot number 1, you require 200 trons. 200 trons times the current price of a tron. You can check the current price of a tron. So you say 200 times the price of a tron. Except for, you can check any moment. Let's say here, let's say it's, 1 tron is 15 shillings. So 15 shillings times 200, it means slot number 1, you require 3,000 shillings. That's about slot 1 around $30. If, for example, the price now is that one. So slot number 1, you require 200 trons. Slot number 2, 400 trons. Every next slot is 2 times the previous. But remember, this price of a tron is changing every day based on the market price of the Tron cryptocurrency. Now, X Gold is going to pay you 10 times the amount you used to activate any slot. Because in the X Gold, let me explain to you how the X Gold operates. In the X Gold, there's something unique in the X Gold. Let me show you something here. Let me show you something on the X Gold, how this one operates. Let me give an example of this one. X Gold is operating this way. X Gold operate this way. X Gold, as you can see here on the screen, it is this way. In the X Gold, it has 4 lines. The first line here, the first line goes to the ecosystem, just like the X4 was doing. So the first line here, which has 2 entries, go to the ecosystem. Now, X Gold, you also earn from 2 options. Either you are networking, especially on the smaller slots, or you are an investor. An investor will always be earning big amount because they are opening many slots, the bigger slots, and they are earning big. Now, for this case, in the X Gold, the first line go to the ecosystem. The second line is going to pay you 20% of the amount you use to activate the slot. The second line is going to pay you 30% of the amount to activate the slot. And the third line, the last line, is going to pay you 50% of the amount to activate the slot. For example, let's say your slot here is a slot of 100,000 or $1,000 here at the top. The moment you receive these first 2 entries, it go to the ecosystem. This one can either come from your team if you are networking, or you can receive from the active ecosystem of our team for that case. Now, for this case, once you receive the first 2, it goes to the ecosystem. The second line will be paying you 20% of the amount you activate. Let's say it was 100,000. So you are going to earn 20% is first, this one, 20%, 20%, 20%. So 20% times 4, it means you earn 80% of your money. That means you earn 80% of 100,000. That is 80,000 in the first line. In the second line, you are going to be earning 30% of the amount you used to activate that slot. That was around 100,000. 30% of it is 30% of 100,000 is 30,000. So 30,000 times how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 30,000 times 8, you earn 240,000 in the next line. The last line is going to pay you 50% of the amount to activate the slot, which if it was 100,000, 50% of it is 50,000. Times how many times? 14 times. So 50,000 times 14 times means you earn 700,000. 700,000 in the last line, 200,040 in the second last line, and 80,000 in the first line. Meaning, if you activate a slot with 100,000, you are going to go home here with over 1 million Kenyan money. That is the power of X Gold. It pays you 10 times the amount you use to activate that slot. Lastly, as we finish, in this X4, in the X4 and X Gold, the good thing about this smart contract is that it has no risk. There is no time frame. There is no deadline. You earn instantly, and it is fully decentralized, meaning nobody can stop it unless you yourself say, I'm no longer interested in using it, but it will always be existing. And lastly, how to get started is, number 1, your money will be stored in your wallet. So step 1, the person who gave you the link to the Zoom is going to give you, or who gave you this video, is going to give you the link, it's going to give you the wallet to download where your money will be stored. Number 2, they are going to help you to convert your money into your wallet. And lastly, they are going to give you the link to activate your smart contract. That is it. Up to this point, I want us to check on the different people we have worked together with, and they're already doing so well, so that we can see the returns in their business, how they have been performing, and how also the same system can also help us to achieve some good returns. So I want us to check on that, see the different people, how people have started the business on X3 or X4, and how they have been performing. So I want us to go there